Go ahead with your.
What do you think? What are your thoughts on the shooter for what's the name of the company?
I don't
Um,
know, but there was a CEO that got killed in New York this week. There was a lone shooter that just saw him, follow
United
him.
Healthcare.
Yeah, him.
For United Healthcare, yes.
He was tracking him down. He found him. He shot his ass, and he did, and nobody can find him. Now it became a nationwide manhunt, which is kind of interesting that it went that far because I don't think it really has happened.
What hasn't happened?
Like somebody killing someone of a
High
high
status.
profile,
Yeah.
a high profile individual, and get away with it.
I,
It's been a couple days.
he hasn't gotten away with it yet.
Yes,
It's been like 4 days, 3-4 days.
it's definitely more than most, I think, but it's still too early to tell.
Yeah.
Too early to tell.
I think what I'm more interested in is seeing the reaction of the general public. It's been more it is
Supportive in a way.
you think supportive? Well, yeah, I think definitely supportive, but I think it's just so much of like, okay, eat the rich type of mentality.
Yeah. I mean, to me, the fact that they made a look-alike competition, that was crazy.
Bro, New York is so unserious. So unserious. The fact that they said, okay, let's do this, and people were like, bet.
Yeah, they made a look-alike competition. They should have could have been there.
Nah, I think the shooters is not dumb.
I mean, I don't think it's a dumb, but I'm just saying it could have been there.
I wonder if police was there.
Like, yeah, that's fuck yes.
You think well, it has to be. Like, I feel like everything right now in New York has to be like heavily patrolled, all that, you know?
Yeah, big time.
Even if he's not in New York anymore, I think that New York's gonna be
in the hot seat for a while.
In the hot seat, yeah. But who knows? It may happen again.
Uh-huh.
Have you not seen the internet? They're like, all of the healthcare companies have been taking down their leaderboard for people,
wow.
And people are like, the internet is forever, and they're posting who's who, like that's the name crazy. And the company. Like, people are
they're fed
reacting.
People are fed up with the government, the fact that only a few people got all the power and the bottom man feels like he's getting robbed. I get where people are coming from.
Yeah.
It's like how much taxes you're paying nowadays, you know?
Yeah.
It's a crazy amount, and you just feel as a everyday Joe, you feel like your money is not going as far as it used to.
Yeah,
you're making less, you're working more.
Groceries are more, gas is more. Everything has been inflated but my paycheck. So the math is a mathing there. Like,
it's not mathing for the everyday man.
Yes.
Which is crazy. So I feel like that's the reason why this guy has been celebrated to a certain degree online, because he's fighting the system.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still kind of dangerous, though, because at the end of the day, we still need people in control.
I agree, but I also think this goes beyond just normalcy at this point, because even the bullets said, there was 3 bullets, and they all said, one said deny, the second one said defend, and the third one said it's decline, defend, deny. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yes. So
meant for the dude.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously it was for the dude, but I think it's just the fact that it has those 3 words, and that's like, it's supposed to be for insurance companies to deny as many claims as possible to maximize profits. Like, it's a clear message.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like the message, like, there is no, well, it could have been, no. It was clear, and it was done in a fashion that I think is very impressive.
For real.
But yeah, I agree. Like, people are fed up, and do you think something is gonna come out of this? Do you think there's gonna be a change?
In what way?
Of anything.
No.
Oh.
I think that.
That's sad.
I just think that the guy that did it is gonna be searched until he's found, and if he can get away with it, he's definitely gonna move countries.
But how lame is that? Okay, people die every day, right? And if it was an average whatever, they would not be putting this much effort on this search. But it's because it's someone in power. Yes. It's just like, they're I feel like at this, at this point they're using so many resources, and it's kind of like a Robin Hood situation. I feel like.
It can come out as that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So like every time I see something new on the internet, the last thing that I saw was that they searched the bottom of the Central Park lake, and all the comments were like, "Man, y'all are wasting all this time. Like you're using all of the resources." You know, like people are for the shooter. People are like, "I hope he gets away." Thoughts and prayers to the shooter. You know,
That's
like
good. Yeah.
it's
They're against the
crazy.
government at this point.
But this is not even the government. This is
I mean, it is to a certain degree.
private companies.
Yeah, but I'm saying the government is doing whatever he can to find them.
Do you think it's the government, or do you think it's the elites?
The elites are telling the government to do it.
Ooh, I like that.
Because they're the ones that pay their bills.
I mean,
Whenever a politician runs for office or whatever, who they go and ask for money? CEOs, people with a lot of money, people with a lot of power.
okay.
Because at the end of the day, the politician comes and goes, but the billionaire stays a billionaire.
I never thought about it like that. But yeah,
So,
you're right.
Yeah, so they're protecting their own
Right.
because they know they could be next. So they're like, you better find this motherfucker because we don't want this guy to inspire other people to do the same to us.
I think that's too late. Like the internet is forever, and the internet is quick and ruthless.
I mean,
You know?
it definitely is. It
Like-
definitely is.
I feel like this.
But it's like putting out a fire. You put it out before it becomes like a forest.
The forest fire.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So you just put the flame out when it's still small.
Yeah. But
Damage control.
okay, but I think that's so ugly. The fact that something so grand has to happen, like the shooting of this man, like a broad daylight. Well, not broad daylight. It was 6:40 a.m. But still, like in front of other people, it was just so meticulously planned, and you're saying that nothing is even gonna change. So it's just like, okay, people want change. Like, what else do we have to do to demand change? We vote. It doesn't, whatever. Everybody's gonna be split on voting regardless. But we vote for certain things to happen and never happen. And now it's like people are resorting to
Violence.
to literally killing a person that has so much power that is in a corrupt industry, which is the healthcare system, and still nothing else is gonna change. So, like, it feels like a lost war if you're just, the average citizen. Like, we know nothing's gonna change.
The best way would be to have someone with good intentions be in power.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the only solution, I feel like. Because then that person will be able to make the change.
Do you think that it is just too far gone? Like, the whole system?
I think it is to a certain degree.
You think it's too far gone?
Yeah.
You know what the answer to that is?
What?
Revolution. The revolution is coming.
But we are not prepared for a revolution. Can you imagine all the people from the LGBT, whatever community fighting a revolution?
I mean, sure.
I cannot. Because there are people that wouldn't say like.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Because that's a percentage of the population. So whenever a revolution happens, is the people against the government. They're part of the people. Right. So we're saying like me, because that's the most, I guess, the biggest group right now that we have in America.
Okay.
Do you see that people as violent people that would be capable of revolution?
I think all people, regardless of what you identify as, can be capable.
I'm not saying they identify. I'm just saying they're a group. So they, as a group, they don't look like fighters.
Why would you say that? They fought to legalize same-sex marriage. That's a part of fighting. That's a part of revolution.
That's just politics, though.
Yeah, but
like
they're
revolution.
fighters.
Revolution, it means being physical, attacking, bearing arms. They don't need. They want to eradicate the Second Amendment. They're anti-guns.
I think I don't think it. I think you're just generalizing, and I don't think that you can generalize in this thing, because there are people in the community who may be violent or who are, gun owners. So I don't know. It seems like it's such a negative way to say it, but I think that when it comes to a revolution, I think that all people from all walks of life are gonna come through.
Yes, if we're united, but we're not. We're very divided. That's what I'm saying. So the people that bear arms, which is usually people from red states, are very pro-gun, very pro-family, all this kind of shit that you hear on the news, politics talking all the time. And the people on the other side are the blue people, blue states, and they're like pro-abortion and pro-gay marriage and all that shit. They're the people that don't want that kind of stuff, so they don't want that kind of violence. So for a revolution, you need all the people from the same level to get together.
Right.
We can even get together as that. We can all fight together against quote unquote the government or whatever you're trying to do the revolution against.
Right.
So that is what I mean. We're not prepared as a country run as a revolution. Because the people that could do the revolution is the people that own guns right now.
Yeah.
Like the more hands-on kind of people, which is people from red states. People from red states and blue states hate each other. It wouldn't happen because of that. We'll have to unite each other for that to happen.
But do you think that's still so black and white? Because like I think that we can all have obviously like our differences between like where we stand, whether you want to consider yourself blue or red. But I think there's a middle of we can coexist.
We coexist, which is right now.
Right.
But for a revolution, like you said, you need the next step, which is getting together.
But I think that no matter who you are, I think that as a general consensus, I think we're all tired of the unfairness from the rich and the middle class and the poor and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like there is such a huge gap that I think that is a common cause that you could be united for that. Like I think we're all tired. I think we're all tired.
I just feel like people will fight for different reasons, and we will get together for that. Because think about it, every revolution needs a leader.
Right.
Who do you think they will want to be a leader?
I don't know.
The redneck, the people from the red states, they will want someone that looks like a man that has a gun that he's ready to fight and kill for. Somebody from the left, or like the blue states, will be somebody that is a little more chill, a little more pacifist, with a little more progressive ideas.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot coexist in that regard of ideologies.
I feel like they can be a way of coexisting because, for example, like Malcolm X and MLK.
But that was a different time.
And MLK, I know, obviously different time, but same cause, different approach.
But I mean, all black people united for that.
Okay, they were all united. That's what I'm saying, because they were all tired of the same thing. But I think we're all tired of the same thing. I think that obviously, like with MLK and Malcolm X, the goal was to end segregation, all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a common cause, and everybody band together. And I think that our common cause is we're tired of the rich. We're tired of the unfairness of it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we're united in that regard yet as a society, because it's poor versus poor. And I feel like rich people really want that.
Yeah.
For us to be divided so we don't get united against them.
Yeah.
And I feel like the rich people have done a great job at that.
I mean, who knows? Who knows what will happen now that some action has been made towards the rich? You know, like somebody did have the guts to go out and do this. Somebody did take a stand. So that's impressive in itself.
Yeah.
Like somebody's tired. Like there's a lot of theories saying like maybe the gunman is somebody that lost family through healthcare. That it was, that they weren't covered. It was a revenge kill, which would be like a crazy like villain story. Like that is a good origin villain story. You know what I'm like? You know what? I get it. Like I understand where you're coming from, but also this could be like just the hitman. Like who knows? But somebody did say like, "Yo, I'm fed up.
That of the
like, obviously shit's not changing. Let's do something."